What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm back with another video because there's more stupid stories in the news, isn't there? I thought I would start with this whole story about this man who raped the two women, and then he was sent to prison, and then he was beaten up, and then he decided that he was a woman, and so he's now been moved to a woman's prison. So this, we have to ask ourselves, why are we being shown these things? Why do we need to see these things? Why do we, why is that news? Firstly, it's not really news, is it? This is a stupid story which is fitting perfectly with this whole sort of celebration of stupidity. It's just really stupid, and this story fits in perfectly because not only are these people, like your mainstream media, just completely and utterly obsessed, not only with everybody and what they're doing and where they're going, and this obsession with giving everybody digital identification and monitoring their every move and everything they eat and drink and all this other nonsense, but they're completely obsessed with this whole idea of transgender and changing sex and blah blah blah. So there is that story, and the whole point of that story, I guess, is to just keep adding to the confusion and distracting you from the main thing that everybody really wants to know about. No one really cares about these stupid distractions. They're just there, and they just keep throwing them out there because they're absurd, and then people talk about them, and then they argue with each other about it. And that's the only reason they put these silly stories out. Really, it doesn't really, there's nothing really to do with it. I mean, who cares if a man wants to be a woman or if a woman wants to be a man? Like, who cares? It's fine. Do whatever you're doing. Just leave children out of it. All right. So there's that. Then you've got this other silly story that I see, that Matt Hancock was apparently getting on a train in the London Underground, and then he was confronted by some other actor who's questioning him on, and they're saying he was assaulted. Matt Hancock was assaulted and harassed by this actor who was saying stupid things like, you're a celebrity, get him out of here, you're Matt Hancock, get in jail. It's just really stupid. This is just a really stupid, it was just a really stupid stage scene, really. It's not an organic situation. It's all primed and it's all rehearsed, and it's just there to deliver this stupid message that politicians are being harassed in public for maybe stupid and dangerous and for their obvious stuff. Yeah, it's silly and it's stupid, and it's clearly just another act, because they're asking, when they get to speak to Matt Hancock about this, it's like, oh, we have to, of course, this is all to do with all the misinformation online. So again, it's another staged event so they can justify shutting down freedom of speech because politicians are getting harassed in public while they're on the train, like as if this geezer even gets on a train. Like, it's just pathetic. It's really it's gotten really to the bottom of the barrel now, isn't it? This whole news and mainstream media thing is just turned to a great big clown show. And that brings me on to the next story, which was this other one I've been hearing all week about this police officer who supposedly raped a number of women during service. And at the same time, you've got the chief of police, whoever the head chef is at the police. And it's really tedious, all this stuff, isn't it? This mainstream news is just so tedious and obvious and boring. Like, yeah, so you've got this officer who supposedly raped women, but they're saying that we've got 2 to 3 officers every week, in court for very similar crimes, and like I say, you always have to ask why you're being shown these things, why you're being told these stories, X, Y, and Z. Again, this also adds to the uncertainty. It's also just an admission that your establishments, that your authoritarian sort of establishments, it's just all corruption, isn't it? It's just all, they're just telling you openly that it's all corrupt. Basically, that's what's happening. They're openly telling you, yeah, the police officers are raping women, and there's sexual assaults, and it's every week that officers are in court for these kind of crimes. So, the public, if you're a member, oh man, if you're a member of the public that is, like, if you're a member of the public that has trust in these establishments and this system that you have learned to be so proud of in this country, you know, where does it leave you? It leaves you kind of in no man's land, doesn't it? Like, who's going to sort out all the bad things going on if the people that are supposed to sort the bad things out are just doing bad things themselves? You know what I mean? It just adds more to that uncertainty, and it's just letting you. It's just fear. It's just adding to the fear and the uncertainty. So you're scared, and you'll be desperate for somebody to come in, some type of organization that will be there ready to take over and sort out all the crime and all the bad stuff that's going on and has gone on, and that's what it is. It's just all to add to the uncertainty, and it's all just to make people you know, feel vulnerable and scared. It's like we don't know, as if we don't know there's corruption in the police force. If we don't know there's corruption, we can clearly see it. It's just like, can we just stop pretending? Like, can we just stop pretending, and can we just sort out this mess that you're calling like the mainstream media, and can we sort out this mess that you call a government? And can you sort out this mess that you're calling Reform UK, like as if there's any different to the clowns that have been doing what they're doing all this time? Look, it's really, really stupid. And if you believe in all these characters and these YouTube people coming online, making videos, pretending to represent you, the people, just forget it. They're not there for that. They're just part of the same story. They just don't want to let go. They just don't want people to. They don't want people to be free. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to hang on to you by any means necessary, and they're trying. All they're doing is lining all their pockets, trying to grab a few million here and there before their time is up. And the time is up, and it's just like these stories. Like it just is mind-numbingly stupid, and people are celebrating this stupidness. Like, we still are, you know, there is no admission, you know, to why people are dying at such an alarming rate. There's nothing said about it apart from, oh, it's happening in other countries, so there's nothing really to see here. So, like I say, all these stupid stories that you're told, you're being shown them really mainly to distract you. And there is also, like I say, this obsession with like this whole trans stuff, and plus this obsession with you and me as people, like what we do and what we think and where we go, because that's what this is all about, really. It's just about your mind and your soul. Yeah, so that's that. I'll be putting some more videos out. I know I haven't been putting any videos out for a while. I've been a bit busy, and sometimes I just think, is it really worth trying to address these things? I mean, you can see for yourself, this channel's suppressed to the maximum. They don't want YouTube doesn't want anybody listening to me on this platform, man. So it's good that some of you keep coming back. I can see there's some returning viewers and stuff, which is good. So this is for you. I'll be putting up some videos for those few that keep coming back. But yeah, like these stories in the news and stuff, like, just, you can see that they're just pathetic. You can just see that they're pathetic, right? These people that have been in power all this time, they really need to let the people be, all right? They need to stop trying to bombard your mind with transgender stories and this, you know, police raping women, and just sort it out. You know what I mean? Is it just sort it out, or just get them all out? You're just showing everybody it's just corrupt. Then, you know. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back soon.